Today, I'll talk about why I canceled my Amazon Prime subscription, and I'll also be analyzing my Amazon spending habits by looking at how much money I spend on Amazon each year and how that ties in with my Amazon Prime Rewards credit card. If you're new here, like and subscribe and check out my recent video about the 10 credit cards that I have in my collection if you're interested in learning more about what other credit cards that I have. Okay, the first thing that I want to get out here is that for the past few years, I've been subscribed to Amazon Prime via their Prime Student program, which basically meant that I paid just $59 or half the price of a normal Prime subscription for basically the same benefits of a full-blown Amazon Prime subscription, like access to Prime Video, and not to mention free 2-day or even 1-day shipping on basically everything on Amazon.com. At that price, I felt that having a Prime subscription was basically a no-brainer decision, especially when I considered the break-even point for the annual fee of $59, given that I have the Amazon Prime Rewards credit card from Chase, which essentially gives me 5% discount on everything that I buy at Amazon.com and Whole Foods. I'll go into more details on that in a bit. But despite the great value that I've received over the years with my Prime subscription, I've been thinking for a while now, do I really need 2-day delivery or even 1-day delivery or like super fast delivery in a sense? And to a greater extent, does having access to Amazon Prime make me buy things more impulsively? The short answer is yes, and I have honestly lost count the number of things that I've bought from Amazon which I ended up regretting only after the return period has closed. Yeah, this whole 2020 stay-at-home situation has made me question some of my spending habits, given that I now basically buy everything from my groceries to daily essentials on the internet. And yeah, my Amazon Prime subscription ended early this month, and you know what? I decided not to renew it and save that $119 for now. And if you've been following the news with Amazon recently, you'll know that just last week, Amazon held their slightly later than usual Amazon Prime Day sales event. And you know what? I'm glad that I didn't renew my Prime subscription. Who knows what kind of weird things that I would have bought during that time. But enough about that, let's move on to the fun part of this video, which is analyzing my Amazon order history. I requested my order history from Amazon through this link, and I'll leave the link for that right below that like button so you can request your own report if you want to see how much you're spending on Amazon. Just keep in mind that if you want to calculate the money you spend between orders and returns, like a net difference, you need to fumble a bit with Excel, as for some reason Amazon has the timestamps set differently on both CSV files. But yeah, right off the bat, I calculated that I spent $16,048.75 in the last 5 years. That comes up to about $300 each month. And one thing to keep in mind here is that I didn't take into account the things that I bought for other people. It would have taken me quite some time to try and separate those orders out that I bought for other people, so I didn't choose to do that. In terms of trends, from what I can see, on average, I spend more in the months of January, April, July, November, and December. For January, November, and December, that's the holiday season, and in July, that's the time when Amazon has their Prime Day sales event. Yeah, but for April, I honestly don't know why I have higher spends than average. Maybe it's because of the start of the summer heat, I guess. I don't really know. And yeah. So now that I've got this data here, let me switch gears to talking about the break-even point of my Amazon Prime subscription when pairing it with my Chase Amazon Prime Rewards credit card. So in order for me to break even with the $119 annual subscription for Amazon Prime, I would need to spend $2,380 each year to get the $119 worth of cash back from this card. And as you can see, out of the 3 years that I had this credit card, I spent more than the break-even point. Not to mention that in 2018, the break-even point was just $1,180 because my Prime student subscription was just $59. Adding to that, if I include the 5% cashback that I also get when shopping at Whole Foods, this credit card more than covers the spending that I need to reach the break-even point for the $119 Amazon Prime subscription fee. And that brings me to the big question of this video. Why am I cancelling my Amazon Prime subscription? My answer for that is that I've been in the US for close to 5 years now, and I kind of forgot how it felt like not to depend on Amazon Prime for my online shopping needs. Over the years, I've gotten used to this buy now, decide later mentality where I make impulse purchases because of Amazon's generous return policy. This is doing more harm than good, not just for my wallet, but there's also an environmental impact to the ultra-fast Prime delivery. So for this holiday season, I'll be challenging myself to question what I actually need to buy online. Like for the past 2 weeks of not having Amazon Prime has made me kind of realize that I still can get free delivery and returns with Amazon purchases without a Prime membership, provided that I order a minimum of $25. It's just gonna take a few extra days for the order to arrive. I'm looking forward to see if the longer delivery time stops me from making impulse purchases. And lastly, I want to touch a bit on the status of my Chase Amazon Prime Rewards credit card now that I've cancelled my Amazon Prime subscription. So I've received an email from Chase a day after I cancelled my subscription that this card is now called the Amazon Rewards credit card, and it only earns 3% cashback from Amazon and Whole Foods purchases, which is still a pretty good cashback earning rate. But for this quarter specifically, I'll be using my Discover It credit card, where the current Q4 5% cashback calendar is for Amazon.com purchases. So yeah, I'll still be getting that 5% cashback on Amazon for now. And yeah, that is all for today's video. Let me know down in the comments section below, have you considered cancelling your Amazon Prime subscription? And do you think that ultra-fast delivery is something that you can't live without? Lastly, if you found this video useful or interesting, do me a favor and smash that like button until it turns blue, and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos like this.